Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? Oh, can you hear me? You guys, can you hear me, Blue Moon? Oh, Lord. Is that too bright? I think that yellow's too bright. Let me see if I could change it. Okay, cool. Let me just change this color. I think it's too bright. I think that's too pink. Let me do that. This one's better. I'll just leave it like that. All right. So, Blue Moon, did you see the video of the happenings with regards to that Hilton dinner in Washington? Because I got a summary video. I try to upload all these videos, and there was like one video that encompassed everything in like 20 seconds. And I'm like, I should have just uploaded that one and just played that one and then go off of that. But let me see if I could play it. I might have to play it again, but let me see if I can play it. No, this is less than a minute. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that video going. I did, but you should wait a few minutes for the two other people to pop up. Okay. All right, let me give it a minute. Let me see. This is what I feel like though, Blood Moon, from trying to put up all these videos, but I know they're gonna try to copy strike me because of the music, but this is what I feel like right now, for sure, Blood Moon. So I wasn't working out, but I was trying to run back and forth to get all this crap up here. But if it's just me and you, then I guess maybe the stream will be 10, 15 minutes. Since you said you hate politics, we won't torture you too long. Fulana, hurry up. Let me see. I thought she'd be the first one to say how fake that shit is. I thought you were exercising. I was, and I was trying to get all this shit together. I'm moving so fast. I did my hair yesterday, and I know I sweated some of it out. So, oh Lord. All right. Okay, there's one more person in here. Drop down from the bushes. I can see you. I guess it's a Monday, and it's Hey Daniel Berry, thank you for stopping by. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Oh Lord, he always says hello. Okay. Let me send Fulana one more message, and then I'm gonna play that video. Then I'm just gonna give my little commentary, and then I'm gonna shut it down. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Ooh. All right, I sent her another message. But you know what? I'll play the video, Blood Moon, and then I'll just play it. You know, well, no, this is what I want to play, Blood Moon. This is the part I thought was funny throughout. I thought this would only happen in like African American or Hispanic parties. But let me show you this. That I don't know if you saw this. Where are we
at? Events, but it's not often where you have a loved one next to you in that events, but it's not often where you have a loved one next to you in that event.
She was stealing bottles. Hey, Fulana, thank you for stopping by. I was like, where's she at? Did you see? That's you, right? I'm like, this is like a ghetto ass party. We would be doing that too. Like, okay, party's over. You know, Secret Service got everybody out. Let's grab the bottles of wine and champagne that's left over. I thought that was so funny. I said, "Oh, she did it." Well, Fulana, so she's like, nobody's drinking this exactly. This they probably had top shelf stuff, so I guess it would be a good idea to, if nobody's gonna notice that it's gone, to take it. Even though he had said after all, Trump has said after everything that happened that he was gonna continue with the party, but I don't think anybody wanted to continue based on what happened, right? So I was looking at several videos. I was watching how Secret Service moved. I was watching Trump's reaction, his wife's reaction, everybody else that was, attending that dinner. And I guess initially when you hear shots, because I remember the first time I've ever heard gunshots, I didn't think it was gunshots. To me, it sounded like firecrackers, and the place that I was at, me and myself and the other person that I was with didn't realize that it was actual bullets. And somebody had to tell me, Doug, when they're like, get down, like, those are gunshots. And everybody got down real fast. It was a lot of commotion. People were screaming, and some people were just saying, trying to figure out where everything was going on. But it was really loud and scary, right? And when I watched these videos, people seemed shocked. They didn't seem scared. They seemed shocked. If I'm hearing bullets going through a place, we're going to be scared. There's going to be kind of panic, even if there's security there. Fulana, do you remember a party that we went to a long time ago where they had an actual shootout there, and how everybody was like, it was just like straight commotion. We all ducked and stuff because we didn't know where the bullets were coming from, and if it could hit somebody, it could have hit one of us or anybody that we were next to. So it's like they just seem to me, I'm not saying it didn't happen, they just seem rather calm to me, And I called it I called this something the Trump effect. Yes, I'm like, she is talking about that. Yeah, because it just seemed, my sister, exactly. Yes, she did. That's that exactly. So, and it's so crazy, Flood, you say that, because your sister and I were at, if I'm counting this one, that was 3 like shootouts where we were at. Yes, you had an asthma attack that night. Yes. So I didn't mention that because I didn't know if you wanted me to mention that, but yes, you had an asthma attack. That was like one of the shootouts that your sister and I have actually been there together, and it's always been like kind of a commotion, not, people stampeding and running over each other, but it's the adrenaline is rushing and people are like panicking, like, and when I saw this, it didn't seem that way. I don't know. It just didn't seem like that. So, I'm just going to show a video that has the summary of what happened. It's like a 40-second video that shows actually, everything, how everything went down, but it didn't seem like they were panicking too much. Girl, and these people were eating and taking bottles. Yes, I'm saying they looked like they were surprised or a little shocked, but not panic. Like, if somebody's trying to, if you know that you're this so close to your life being taken from you, I think that puts you in a I don't know, you just, I don't know. I've seen people who've been near, like, a near death experience, and I don't know, I guess it's different. You can't say how people should react, but it just doesn't seem like anybody was too pressed about it. I don't know. And this is like since his campaign for this presidency, what is this, the 3rd or 4th attempt already? And this time they actually got somebody, and then the somebody they got, it's just so weird and it's so random. It's always these weird, corny, geeky, random dudes who, just want to take out. Well, I guess it's usually them, because I think his name was David Chapman, the one that shot at Reagan. I believe that he was kind of geeky too, I guess that's the MO. I don't know. It just seemed weird. But let me play that video so you guys can see it, since it's just you and Blood Moon. Hopefully Blood Moon won't fall asleep because she can't stand politics. This summarized it. Hold on one second. Hey, Irby. Yeah, on the word. This one's gonna be quick. That's why I even scheduled it like 5 minutes. As soon as I scheduled the live, I said I'm gonna do it in 5 minutes. Like, go live in 5 minutes. So I gotta run pretty fast, because what time is it? My time is 9:30. I want to be in the bed by 11, but I want to be off this computer in like an hour. So hey, Irby. So let me just play that video. Here we go. So the music was that loud that nobody noticed it. You have been going live for the past 2.5 hours, 21.5 hours. What do you mean for 21.5 hours? Blood Moon. The mentalist in between them three was at my, oh really? Before he became famous, really? Blood Moon said the China didn't notice. Yes. Hey Roy Tess, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you? Yes, Irby. I think it's staged for sure. I think it's staged. 2.5 hours. Is that what it says, Blood Moon? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but let me just get through this and then I'll go back and look at to see what you're talking about. But did you see the look on their faces? It didn't look like they were too surprised. Roy Chess said Trump, the complainer of fake news, and now he is the creator, right? That's how I see it. You don't want to take somebody's situation like that lightly, Roy Chess, but that's what it looks like. I'm just like, come on. Every last one of them looks like that. Like it's staged. I don't know. I mean, that's just an ego booster for him because he wants public recognition. Like, what's going on? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So again, you saw like okay, so I heard that you hear the music, like you know that they're playing that elevator music there, but you can hear the shots loud and clear. And then there's a YouTuber. Oh, I see what you're saying. I've been going live for 2.5 hours. Okay, I got you. You're right. I've been trying to set this up for 2.5 hours. My bad. I get it now. So there's this. His name is Ben Johnson. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but his name is Ben Johnson. Yeah, he's justifying the ballroom for that. Yes, Irby. He's justifying the need for the ballroom because it'd be safer, blah, blah, blah. Like, please. So, I lost my train of thought. So, Irby, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't laugh. Okay, Blood Moon said everything Trump. Okay, yeah, that's what Roy said that it's staged, and I'm like, I don't know if it's like an ego booster or he just wants public recognition and he doesn't care how he gets it. So it's sensationalism, for him to make people think that he's so important, which he is because he's the president, but he's so important. Oh, Ben Johnson, that's right. He's so important that he wants to be taken out. Now, Ben Johnson. He's on Instagram and he's a YouTuber. And when you guys told me about the incident that happened at the dinner, no lie, right after that, his videos was one of the first or two videos that the 2 to 3 videos that came up, and he had like courtside seats to everything that happened. And I'm like, how did he get it so fast? He always pumps out that news like almost before anybody gets it. I don't understand that. Roy Chess said this was fake and a so-called assassination attempt where he was shot in the ear is fake. Yes, this is just too obvious. And you know what's so crazy, Roy Chess, that they didn't find any of the shooters except for this one. And this shooter more than likely looks like you, Roy Chess. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Don Armando, thank you for stopping by. But yeah. So what do you think, Roy Chess? He probably looks like you because this is like a mixed man. But to the world, they're going to present him as a black man. So it's crazy. Let me just play another video. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just get Fulana's comment out of there. I keep forgetting to take out the comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. And I know it's a Monday night. People got to go to work, so I'm going to try to go through this fast, so I'm not keeping anybody up later than what they normally are, if they're interested in watching this. Okay. Let me get the shooter. Okay. Well, you guys saw how he ran across the hotel floor. I guess he was shooting, or he was about to go shooting. He was trying to get out. But yeah, that's what he put there. Okay, so let me play this one with the Secret Service. Hold on. This is when they were trying to get the shooter.
Open the door. Just open the door.
Tell them you're coming up.
Yeah, blue.
Announce yourself as you go.
Hey, coming up. FBI, coming up.
Blue coming up.
Blue coming up.
Hold the shot one. Hold the shot one. Everyone. Tell me one. One aside.
It's over.
So we didn't get to see that they're yelling open the door, right? But we didn't get to see how they actually apprehended him. All we heard was them trying to get him out, and then all of a sudden he's on the floor in handcuffs. So Fulana said, I'm trying to figure out at what point his shirt came off. Exactly. And they have him wrapped like a burrito. That's what I'm trying to say. You only see the part when they're yelling at him to come out from wherever he's at, and then you see a video of him already in cuffs on the floor. And this spooked me out, Fulana. After they cuffed him on the floor, they put the camera in his face. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me see if I can find it. It just oh, here it is. It was a little spooky.
Stop. Don't move. Shut up.
Now I've seen people doing less. Why would the man be in on it? For a blood moon. I mean, you know that the cops and law enforcement like that take down people for less. They be bruised up, arms broken. They be like effing them up, punching them up and all that. Get down, do this, do that. He just shot at the president, Blood Moon. And it's like they just picked up some random in the street and put him in handcuffs. And the boy said, "Loco, está ahí on the floor yelling." Making faces like he's a schizophrenic. And he's nothing like that. I have a video that they had interviewed him, I guess, for some workshop a few years ago, and he seemed normal as hell. What happened was, Roy Chess said what happened was Trump ordered and one thing led to another, and how much money, shoot, you think so? Well, you said mail, okay. Because I'm like, a mail, man. But yeah, he's crazy. So, Blood Moon, you really think that this is a real event? This is something real that happened? Is that what you think, Blood Moon? Yeah, this is something real that happened? This seems too fake. It's, again, like I've always said, it's too neat. It's very, very neat. Ah, okay. That's how the shirt came off. Okay. All right. Okay, let me get through my videos. Let me see what's the next video I'm gonna touch up. Oh, I want to show how the interview of this guy who's supposedly the one that was brave enough to go try to take him out and stupid enough to get caught, according to them.
The wheelchair breaks tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground.
Cole Allen, a 31-year-old Caltech engineering graduate and college prep tutor, now in custody, accused of opening fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. ABC News quoting sources that say Allen sent a message describing himself as, quote, a friendly federal assassin. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche saying it does appear that Allen was targeting people in the Trump administration, including the president. And an Eyewitness News exclusive, we interviewed a man who appeared to be Allen when he was a student at Caltech.
The idea with this is to prevent it from moving at all.
We found him at an aging conference. He had designed a new way to make wheelchairs safer.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground.
That was back in 2017. Today, according to his LinkedIn profile, Allen was working for C2 Education, a private company that prepares students for college entrance exams. That profile claiming C2 actually named him its Teacher of the Month in December 2024. In a written statement, the company today saying, we were shocked to hear the news of the horrifying incident that transpired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We are cooperating fully with law enforcement to assist them in their investigation. Violence of any kind is never the answer. Allen describes himself online as developing this video game called Boredom, what he calls an atomic fighting game. On the gaming platform Steam, one of the popular tags used to find it was Bullet Hell. Another was Shooter.
The wheelchair brakes.
There is your mass. I mean, there is your, I guess the person who wanted to take out the administration, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Well, Don said he looks like a mix of Kelsey Grammer on crack. Definitely mixed. That his mom is white, his father is black. I think he got two other siblings. Yeah, his mom is white, and his father's black. He's American, so it's like I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe he had anything to do with it. DTB like popping up on rant. No, I wanted to talk about it because it happened Saturday, right? And we didn't really get to get into it. And I saw all the videos, and it just seemed like it's really stupid. I'm just playing the video so you guys can see it and make your own. You could rationalize it the way you want to, but to me, it seems, unfortunately, that it's allegedly fabricated. To me, that's just my opinion. That's just what it looks like. Again, it's just too neat. And then, when he did his interview, I'm going to play the interview he had on 60 Minutes, but I wanted you guys to see the FBI director, the one who should have been coordinating this whole thing, who should have been on the ground first, making sure that all his people are in place and they're doing what they got to do as soon as they heard the shots fired. But before I go there, Roy Chess said there is no likely way for any of these Trump issues that can occur the way they say it occurs. Unfortunately, that's what it is. And you know what's so sad, Roy Chess? That this is to the untrained eye, right? Because I know nothing about that. I know nothing about how Secret Service moves. I know nothing about, assassination attempts or anything, but it's just the way, they had cameras from every angle. And of course, you're supposed to have that in case events like this happen, but it seems so, I don't know. And I hate to say that, and then they said that this guy, he voted for Kamala Harris. He's from California. So, okay, you're dotting all your I's and you're crossing your T's with this dude. He fits the description now, of a would-be assassin, but they caught him. I think they said today that, they pressed charges on him. So he's definitely going to get locked. I don't know what he's going to get locked up for, where he's going to get locked up at. I'm sure he's not going to be with Maduro, so that, there'll be some context there. But even where Maduro's at too, and what's going on with that is still a little sketchy as well. It just seems like everything is just so, it's all over the place, You saw Erica Kirk crying, like, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. That's so fake. Let me show you what the FBI director was doing. Hold on. while the people are there under the tables and Secret Service running all over the place, he's there, you know, by his chair, you know, making sure from where he's sitting at that everything's gonna be all right. I mean, he's a director. He doesn't know how to give anybody direction. Where was Pete Hegseth, like, you know, the Secretary of War? Like, where were all these important people waiting for the director to tell he gonna go next? Yo, this is crazy. I swear, Fulana, at least by the time his presidency is over, the news, like SNL, all these comedians, they're gonna have a field day with all of this. You know that, right? They're gonna make documentaries, they're gonna make movies behind this, they're gonna have comedy skits behind this. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And I'm like, look at this dude. He's supposed to be coordinating everything, and he didn't do anything. The production is crazy, right? This looks like a C-list movie, right? That went straight to video because they couldn't even make it look realistic, you know? Herbie said between Trump and Megyn, politics entertainment is giving me good content. That's what I'm saying, right? Okay. So because Blumman was like, oh my God, politics again, but it's like, you know, I'm not into the Meg Thee Stallion thing with her little basketball player, but he makes it so interesting. I mean, everything that's going on is really, really serious, but I've never been so entertained and never been so, you know, wanting to know what's going on until he became president. Fulana said, like, why the multimillionaires taking bottles? I don't think she was a multimillionaire. I think she was the plus one, Fulana. Because whoever she was with, you know, usually you go there with a date with a, you know, you're escorted by somebody, right? But it didn't look like she was escorted by anybody. She just like, you know what? She looked around and she said, let me just start grabbing some stuff. Nobody's gonna know what I took. I'm gonna show some another video of people who actually seemed like they were affected by what was going on. Let me see.
Hold it 19. Oh my God. Hey, get those press. Hey, get out of the way. Now, go. Hey, stairs at the terrace. Yo, stairs. Take them out. Hey, take them out. Go. Shit. Oh my God. Was he there?
How did they get a gun in here? I know, I'm fine.
What's your question? Are you doing deep breaths? I'm trying to find out right now.
See, Blumble, they were all pretending. This is the reason all these life attempts never happened to any president after Reagan. I'm telling you. Yeah, I saw the photographer, Fulana. You know they got to be front and center, right? I got to get that shot for Time magazine or whatever the hell, whatever magazine he works for. Shots fired, yeah, because they allowed it. These are people from the clouds. You don't understand reality. But you saw her? She set her camera up perfectly, and she was making sure that, you know, she had the right angle. I was like, oh my God, how did they get a gun in here? Secret Service needs to be fired. Like, how people getting this close? Remember when they had the attempt on Trump when the bullet grazed his ear, Fulana. Remember that FBI director? I can't think of her name because that's when I started paying attention. What you call it? She they fired her, right? Didn't they get rid of her because of that mishap that somebody was able to get in there and get that close supposedly and be able to take a shot at him? That guy graduated and his career was heading nowhere, so he made a deal when he set up for like. I mean, I think that's exactly what I think, and I think that's how it works. That's how it works. There was almost no chance of that occurring. Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link for the. I got a couple more videos, but I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that wants to join. And I'm only gonna be on maybe for another 30 minutes, if that. But it's crazy. That was that was so fake. I was like, oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I got after that. Secret Service. Da-da-da. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me show a close up of what was going on before. Let me see. Before the actual shots go off. Hey, Jose, good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you just fine. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Okay. First of all, thank you for allowing me on your platform. Yeah, thank you very much for allowing me to jump in. Actually, I just came out of the shower and I just saw that you just got the John regarding Trump.
Yes. What do you? I don't know if you saw. I saw you jump into the chat, but I don't know how much you saw. Did you get to see the actual events that went down?
I only saw like the last maybe 10 seconds, but Trump has been a disaster ever since day one of his second term.
I'm telling you, look at it. He said Jason Kidd. Oh my god, I haven't heard that name in forever. That looked like a real reaction to me. You think so? They look surprised. She is like, did they say we go to the left when they started pew-pewing?
Yeah, they're in the clouds.
Hey, Roy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? They're in the clouds. They don't know what life is outside of the burbs.
I guess.
They'll believe anything that they tell them. I'm telling you, this is impossible to happen. Just like the other thing with that shooter that shot his ear. There's no way. I'm not trying to blow my own horn here, right? I told you guys I was in the military. I was security forces, right? I've said this before years ago, right? And I believe I said I was stationed at Joint Andrews Air Force Base, right?
Oh, no, I don't recall you saying that. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was stationed for a little bit, right? And I could tell you I was on some of those details where executives come in and the president comes in and stuff like that. There are so many levels of defense. I can tell you for sure that I was on a post and I could see who's coming off the plane, but I'm nowhere near that plane. Right? As security forces, I'm on the security detail as law enforcement on that base. Right? But
because they have all their spots covered, right, Roy Chuck?
Yeah. So we're on there. So the military people, like me, security forces, there's a bunch of us on there, and I'm like 200 200 feet away from the plane or 300 feet away from the plane. So yeah, I can see who's coming off the plane, but I'm nowhere near them. And then you have
And
people
what's
in
the prep
that
time?
circle.
What's the prep time for all that, Roy Chess? What's the prep time?
That's another thing.
Before
That's another
actual event. Mhm.
That's another thing people need to consider. It's crazy. It's it's several hours before the president actually shows up. So there's
Right.
no way. There's no way. And then they're gonna clear whatever area he's going to be in. Right? So if he's gonna be in, let's
And
say
they
a
got
high
all the
school,
exits covered, right?
they have to
all the
sweep it
exits.
first. They have to sweep it 1st,
Mhm.
clear it, and then put guards there. Right? So they're gonna put a guard there once they clear it. So there's no way somebody's gonna get there once they clear it. And then there's levels of defense, like I'm trying to say. Like I'm the exterior, right? I'm the furthest away from the plane. Then you got people inside, you know, like maybe 100 yards in front of me, right? Closer to the plane. And then you get closer to the plane until you get to the Secret Service, who's right next to the plane or on the plane with him. And then there's military people on that plane also. So there's military people in plain clothes that you would never know that they're military. And then you got the local police, like the state police, the state police, the local police, and then you have, let's say, other federal agencies there too. So there's no.
And you were just talking about executives, right? You were just speaking on executives. So if it's for the president, that's even they go in even times harder for that, right?
Well, the president. That's what I'm describing is the president, right? So it's less for everybody else. It's less for everybody else. Okay. They're not going all out for like, you know, the president of
the regular Joe Schmo. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they might do something similar, really? But it's not going to be that. It's not going to be like that. Like, definitely, our president's going to come first before anybody else. So they got dogs. They got all kinds of stuff. Like, come on, bro. Like, how is this guy going to take a shot?
And Roy, you don't see the guy ran across the floor. He ran across the floor.
There's no way unless they let him in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're telling me this happened, it had to be an inside job, right? Just like the other one. There's no way you're going to get that close. As a military member, I couldn't get that close. And I have a gun.
And even if, let's say it was true, right? Let's say it was true. When he was running across like that, wouldn't they shot him already? He would have had a couple of bullets up in him already?
Be there, yeah. They would have shot him already. He wouldn't even be. There's no way he can get there. There's no way to put him there. Or they
but let's say he did get in there. I'm just saying, let's say he did get in there. Even he was running fast like that. Somebody would have took a shot already.
Yeah, they would have either tackled him or shot him. Yes. Right. And if he shot, especially if he shot a gun, they would have been shot. Yes.
Exactly.
He actually used deadly force. Right? Yeah, he used deadly force. He would have been shot. He wouldn't have been.
And like I said before, Roy Chess, if you saw how they were yelling at him, come out, and then we just see the next frame. Exactly, you see the next frame where he's on the floor.
No way. There's no way.
He's on the floor. He doesn't have a bruise. He doesn't have a scratch. He's just on the floor in handcuffs. You know that they picked up a dude off the street in New York City and beat the crap out of him for nothing.
No, they probably paid him.
Or whatever, you know? Huh?
They paid this guy. They allowed him to be there. They paid this guy to do this. Right.
You're right.
They paid this guy to do this.
Trump is annoying me. He had federal bill. He had a federal. I think so. He made federal buildings remove rainbow flags, and now they convinced him to put it back. He is being threatened or paid a lot of money not to follow through. Yeah, you know who they keep saying is narrating this whole thing right now. So, yep, they have to clear blocks. And they all tweet build in the ball. What? And they all tweet build in the ball. Oh, but after. Okay. The Democrats let him in and hid him. Is the Democrats' fault?
Yeah,
you gonna blame this one on Biden too?
He blamed the Democrats.
Lord, he did?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No,
he did.
He
did.
I'm not surprised, but Jesus Christ.
He's saying that because of the Democrats, it's breeding people like this to take action. He said something like that.
Wow.
But there's no way
I
to get
just-
this close. Man. There's no way.
So we're gonna go with the theory of that this is a crisis actor or assassination attempt actor, a Trump. I call it a Trump effect actor because he's had other previous actors that they claim that they got rid of him. Like the one before this one was they went to Mar-a-Lago when he wasn't there and tried to get into his house. Remember his mansion?
Yeah,
And they
that was
took him
him.
out. There's no room for questioning. We don't know his background. We just know it was a white male under between 25 and 30, and he's gone. No picture, no nothing. We don't even have a picture of this dude. And this guy, we got his whole life story. He's gonna go down.
What about the guy
And
who
they made
shot
him
him in the ear? Did they get him?
I don't.
I think
honestly,
they
I don't
shot
know.
him. I
The
think.
news goes. The news goes
I think the person died that shot him in the ear.
Really?
I think so too.
Or
Yeah, I think
allegedly
now
shot
that-
in the ear.
Yeah, I think he died.
The news goes so fast that it's hard for me to keep up. And with my ADHD, it's kind of good because I don't remember what really happened last week. I'm just looking at current events and trying to keep up with the current events. But this seems, and I like I said, I feel bad to say it, but see, with AI and all that, they desensitized us, right? So even if this was even a little bit true, we wouldn't believe it, right? Like we got to see some blood. We got to, like, there's no bodies. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's nothing tangible for us to say, yes, oh my God, what a tragedy. Look what happened. They almost took out our president,
No, even if it were true, the only possible explanation is that it's an inside job. That's the only possible explanation. There's no way for an average
Yeah, but
Joe
then you would have heard him
to
say,
get that close.
uh-huh.
There's no way. No way. No way possible. And then no other president had this happen. Like he had it. Now this is 2 attempts or 3 attempps. Which one is it? Like I'm losing count. Like how is he getting all these attempts?
Since I only remember the ear, Mar-a-Lago, and this one, but I know there's 2 more that I'm missing.
So like, come on, bro. Come on. No other president in history is gonna have this many. He's trying to go out as the greatest ever.
Blood Moon said it's definitely an inside job.
Yeah,
and I don't think Trump had anything
yeah, but you
to
know
do with it.
something. Yeah, but you know something. Yeah, but you know something. There's always going to be people that going to try to take out the president, no matter what. But but in the Trump, I'm surprised that could be
Biden
more
didn't have
attempts
an
to try to
attempt.
take him out, even with all the security.
But Biden didn't have an attempt, and the only president that I thought that was going to have an attempt on their life recently was Obama, because he was the first black president. I was like, oh man, he's not going to make it the 4 years, and he made it throughout the 8 without incident.
Yeah,
so why Obama?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? I thought for sure they would try to take him out.
Well, technically,
exactly.
Well, technically, Obama is mixed because he had a parent that's black and a parent that was white, so he was
Yeah,
mixed.
but they presented him as the first black president, right? So he's black, right? And he's the first black president. And then what I'm trying to say, Jose, is that I thought if there was going to be some crazies wanting to take the president out, it would have been him.
And they couldn't do it.
I don't know.
There's no way.
Right. Well, and they didn't. We didn't hear of any attempts. Maybe there was, but we didn't hear of any attempts. And then nobody ever got that close. Nobody got close.
Yeah, you're
enough
not
to
getting
do
that
it.
close. You're never gonna get that close ever. Biden too.
Even
Never
though
gonna get that close. Bush
Right.
even
though
never gonna get that close.
For sure. Even though he's mixed race, Jose, they still pushed him out there like he's black, just like they was trying to do with Kamala, So I'd tell everybody we'll have the first black woman president or vice president. That's how they push you. But
Most people in the government don't
figure,
get close, and you're working for them.
don't.
Right? They don't.
Exactly.
And if you do get to see him, there's so much security. Like there's no way. I'm telling you, there's no way.
And we didn't see that. Where
you're not
the
gonna see
president was sitting at with his wife and the other agent. You didn't see. No, I didn't see any Secret Service around him.
No, they're there. You're not supposed to see them. You know what I mean?
Well,
You're not supposed to
they
be
weren't
able
there.
to
They heard
identify.
the shots and
They're there. You just don't know they're there. There's so many law enforcement people with guns there under the suit. It's crazy.
I'm saying that they weren't there because of the way it went down. Look, he was what there was a clear shot, and that's another thing, right? Then they get these people who don't. What are you picking up a firearm for if you don't know how to use it?
Yeah, he's an actor, man.
Yeah, well, he went to the you know how they have like in the hotels they have the reception area, then they have the place where they're actually hosting the event. You know, he was in the other place. You know, he just said because all you heard was the gunshots. He was nowhere near the president. So was it actually an attempt on his life, or was it just him wanting to cause disruption?
Well, they're gonna throw the book at him. He fired a weapon.
Cool. Because he was there, that's all, and Trump was there at the same time, but he wasn't aiming for Trump. Biden was a Democrat. Democrats are the ones in history to always do this. They did it with JFK and some other guys. Well, what about the attempt on Ronald Reagan? That was real, and it wasn't the Democrats. It was a kook. It was a kook. There was which one? I never heard of it, Irby. JFK was doing things that the Democrats weren't agreeing with. But JFK was a Democrat, Blood Moon. What do you mean they weren't agreeing with it? He's a Democrat. He was a Democrat. More than one. What, Fulana? What? When they tried to
Yeah, but
I never heard it. But maybe that's when I wasn't into the politics, you know, like Trump. But go ahead, Jose. Go ahead, Jose.
Yeah, but you know something, DG Juju, there was a group of Democrats called Dixiecrats that were against, trying to end segregation. So it might, maybe that's what she's referring to.
Oh, what Blood was talking about? Oh, okay. You talking about for JFK?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm looking up now. Obama.
Even if there were attempts on Obama, they never got even close. That's why you probably don't remember or hear of it. It wasn't even close. No bullet.
Idaho. He was Hispanic. There was a Hispanic guy, Oscar Romero Ortega Hernandez, a 21-year-old man from Idaho, on an attempted assassination of Obama.
And how far did he get?
I didn't hear about it. I don't know if that really made the press. Let me see.
Yeah, whether it made the press or not, still he probably didn't get a shot off. It's like, so how did they
Tony Hernandez, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. What'd you say?
How did they handle it so good for Obama, but they can't handle it for Trump? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I'm seeing the Idaho man. Idaho.
And like I said, it's not just the Secret Service.
Yeah, but then again,
Go ahead, Jose.
No, the other one was
then again, think about all the federal personnel that was fired and then rehired because of Doge.
Yeah, but it's not just the Secret Service that's protecting him.
Okay.
They have all kinds of law enforcement there. Federal, state, local, military. Right? So like,
are you yelling, Fulana? Jump on the channel. That's right. Trump gets it, then Obama wasn't. No, Obama was the one that put everything on the table. Lord listens to the stream, and when he's interested, he pops up just go on the panel. We know it's you. What did you say, Roy? Just repeat that. She agreed with you. What did you just say, Roy Chess?
I said that it's not just the Secret Service; it's all kinds of law enforcement there. So it may not even make it to the Secret Service. The local cop might bust them, right? Like or one of the other layers of security. There's several layers of security, and it doesn't need to be the Secret Service that stops them, right? So if everybody else is doing the job, the Secret Service doesn't have to do anything. They just stand there, look pretty. Correct. It's the other law enforcement agents that are doing the work.
Correct. She, you know what it is, Irby? I can hear her yelling like, "Yes, read what I said. That was too intense." But yeah, this is totally fake. This is totally fake, yo. This is totally fake, and I can't. That's why when I had a stream on Saturday, Roy Chess, and when Fulana and Irby mentioned it, I think I uploaded one video, but I didn't focus on it because I'm like, oh god, it's another one, like another fake one, you know. So
Yeah, he's the king of fake news now.
oh, okay. Let me. Speaking of
He
fake
shouldn't
news,
be
because
talking about. He shouldn't be talking about fake news anymore. You're creating fake news.
and you know what I think the what was the show he had? The one that he said you're fired.
Apprentice. The
The
Apprentice.
Apprentice. I think that prepared him. Yeah, I think that prepared him to. You know, that was his first acting gig.
Are you talking about The Apprentice?
Yes, sir. I think that prepared him for, you know, like things that are happening now and how he needs to, you know, communicate his emotions and thoughts to sway the public, you know, his viewers to view him a certain way. But let me play. This is the CBS interview, and there's two parts to it, but I'm going to play the first part and then I'll play the second part.
I was in the room, not far from you, Mr. President. Could hear what sounded like gunshots or commotion.
Right.
People nearby could smell the gunpowder. Everybody hit the floor. How worried were you that there were going to be injuries?
I wasn't worried. I understand life. We live in a crazy world.
You are sitting there next to the First Lady. The entertainer named Oz Perlman is talking to you. He's known as the
Right.
mentalist. When did you know something was wrong?
Right around that point, in fact, you can see the expression on the First Lady's face, and your president of the evening, chairman or president or both, who is doing a great job, by the way.
Weijia Jiang,
your
CBS
associate,
News.
yeah, who's a terrific person. They were asking the name of Caroline's child that he didn't know, I guess. But
Your
he was
press
able to-
secretary is expecting, and he was trying to guess
That's
the
right.
baby's name.
That's right.
You mentioned the First Lady. Her face, she looked very alarmed. Was she
was.
scared?
Well, I don't want to say, and people don't like having it said that they were scared, but certainly, I mean, who wouldn't be when you have a situation like that? By that time, I think she realized ahead of time that that was more of a bullet than it was a tray. And she was, I looked at her face just a little while ago before I came. I saw the scene. They played it for me in, you know, pretty good close-up. And she looked very upset about what just took place, yeah. Why not?
I was in the room, not far from
Yeah.
you, Mr. President.
These people are funny, man. You know how long it took them to
Right?
get
Did you
down?
see? That's what I'm saying. Nobody was. They just had a look of shock. Or
It's like, get down, get
surprise.
down.
It
They're like,
wasn't-
what? Like, what?
Because
Like,
isn't there
it
like a
were-
lot of commotion? Let's say you said you're the military, right? So if
Yeah.
you guys heard shots inside, what would you guys have done? Since you'd be like, oh god, they got away from us, so now it's inside. What would have been the movements there? You guys would have been shocked. You guys would have been, you know, because nobody was really like moving with any type of urgency to me.
Yeah. That's another
Right?
That's another thing. That's another key right there. That, like, come on. There's no way. There's no way. And the way that the people didn't even get down. Like, if it were black people, they would have got down off the first shot, not 4 shots, right? Like, come on. Where are these people from?
You see exactly. You see what Fulana said? So why isn't Trump questioning them on a poor job? He's not blaming law enforcement, a Secret Service anymore, because that's what he used to do. When it doesn't involve him, I think that's what he does. You know, he's a narcissist like his followers.
Yeah, he should
Fulana,
fire
you know
them
his
too, right? He should fire them too. He should fire those people too then.
Yeah,
Like,
every
how did he
last
get
one
in?
of them.
How did he get in? And then
See,
he shot
that's the
like 4
second one,
times.
Fulana.
It's not like he shot one time. He's got like 4 or 5 shots off.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's no way.
Exactly.
After the first one, it should have been over.
Right. And I'm saying, like, after the first one, you know, people might have been like shocked or surprised, because I've witnessed it. And at first, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know. I don't think you heard me before, but I was telling Fulana when I first heard gunshots, I didn't know it was really gunshots. I thought it was firecrackers, and it was close. It sounded like firecrackers. And then the people I was around was like, "Oh, get down, like get down, you might get shot." Like people were like yelling and trying to figure out what was going on. He seems nonchalantly. Like he was just acting. That was a good act. So let me play the one that Fulana wanted to see, because I said I wanted to play this one first, Fulana, then play the other one. Hold on. Let me see if this is it. Well, I hope this is it.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, "Administration officials, they are targets." And he also wrote this, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and
these are the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
You're disgraceful.
the so-called manifesto is a stunning thing.
I have to let it play because Streamer has a mind of his own. But yeah, he was like, "How dare you play it? I knew you was gonna."
So true.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said so true. I mean, I'm surprised. So true. I'm surprised I'm not having any technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah. Oh, you. What do you mean? On this right now? While you're speaking? Yeah. No, you just have a little delay. But even uploading the videos was giving me a hassle, and I don't even have as many videos uploaded as I usually have, and it took like these two, the last two that I just played, it took forever. It wasn't even like picking it up, and I'm like, come on now, like and I don't know, maybe they just don't want the little people talking about it, but it's I don't know, it's fake, it's like, all right, Roy Chess, we're gonna go on in 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it. You know what I'm saying? And do your spiel, do your, I don't know. It just seems too neat, too rehearsed, too fake.
Well, just as just for historical reference, the last successful attempt of assassination was in.
Damn, you jinxed yourself. Now you're breaking up.
And you were to take a picture of the view of the film. I mean, how he was traveling with the top on, uncovered. I mean, basically, he was just basically giving an invitation for anyone to come shoot him.
Basically, yeah.
Well, that was
just like the McDonald's lady, the DoorDash lady, like, everything is like, he said, this doesn't seem staged, does it? Like, everything that you put out there seems staged. Every move you make seems like it's staged. Every time he has a speech, it seems like it's staged. Even I didn't upload that one, but he read like somebody read a statement from Melania, and I'm like, she don't even talk like that. So it's like you're putting words that she doesn't even use, like to express her shock and fear and anxiety while she was there at the dinner. Like, I don't know. Like, Fulana, if we were at the dinner, would we be yelling? We would have been cursing, like, oh fuck yeah, get down. Your sister would have threw the table, like you just said, to protect us from the bullets. Like, I don't know. And then, what Roy just said is right. I didn't even take that into account, that there would be other type of enforcement there
DT,
before you even get yes.
DT Juju, I'm gonna drop down because it's getting kind of late for me. I have to get up to go to work. I just want to say thank you for allowing me on your platform.
Oh, of course. Thank you for stopping by and giving us your input.
All right, thank you. Good night, everybody.
Have a good evening.
Good night.
Yeah, right, Fulana. You got so nervous that when at that place that we was at, that it brought on an asthma attack. Like that's real fear, like because you don't know where it's coming from, and that's what it appeared to be there, that you didn't know where they were coming from, so you would be scared. Like even if you went to duck down on your way down, it could have hit you. On when you moved to the left, it could have hit you. And I don't know. I would have been very scared, and I don't know, maybe because they figured like that they had all that personnel there, that they would be okay. Maybe that's why they weren't so nervous. That's why, the president was sitting there like, oh, they'll handle it. I don't know.
Well, that's what
Roman calling you sounds ridiculous. Everybody knows you as Morena. Yeah, Blood Moon. What'd you say,
well, that's what that security is there for, to make you feel secure. So you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but I would feel secure enough that I wouldn't have to hear a gunshot, that some lone anybody got up in there. Because like you said, you guys would be yards away. Like you'd be able to see who's walking up into that hotel. Because I'm sure, wouldn't they have shut down that hotel just for that event?
Yes, more than likely. And even if they didn't, they were cordoned that part of the hotel.
Like I wouldn't have been able to rent the room.
You would have
okay.
Let's say exit. You would be able to access the left side if they were on the right side, right? So if the right side, they're shutting the whole right side of the hotel down. The left side, okay, you can go over there, but you can't come over here. So they're cordoning off several things at once. So the chances of this happening is like me hitting the lottery
minimal
straight.
Minimal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very minimal.
Yeah, they want to minimize any chance of anybody getting in without being noticed. Right.
Yeah.
So
and then
I don't know.
Dogs, like they clear it. They make sure there's no bombs there, things like that.
No, they got those infrared things, like you can see people coming through the trees, or if they get, what I'm saying, that detects your body heat and all that.
Yeah. Well, that's the military will have
movies,
that.
But
the military will have stuff like that, but they're not going to have that like that. They have probably scanners and stuff like that there, where they could scan you. They have advanced scanners, right? Better than what the TSA has. So they have so much stuff to counter this.
Mm-hmm.
They have so much stuff to counter this that it's like, no way. Come on. No way. I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah. I read the attempts on Obama. It was people who were they got two guys who were conspiring to attempt to take him out, and then the Hispanic guy that actually tried it, but he got nowhere near. He didn't get anywhere near him. But he did try to. The guy from Idaho.
Yeah, they have several layers of defense. Several.
Yeah. So I don't know, and I don't know if it happened with Clinton. It didn't happen with Bush Jr. I doubt it happened with Bush Sr. And definitely not with Biden.
I mean, you may have people making threats. They might make threats, but they're not coming close.
They caught two guys conspiring to take Obama out, but they never got to. I don't know how they found out. That's what I'm saying. Like they find those things out ahead of time, right? So if this guy was against the administration, they would have found him out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems to me.
He would have to be on the guest list, right? They would have researched him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He didn't just walk in.
That's what it looks like to me. Like he walked in.
Yeah,
he wasn't dressed like he wasn't dressed in a tuxedo.
Yeah, you try walking in. You try walking in. See how lucky you get. You have no shot of walking in.
If we don't hear anything else about this after this, then yeah, it was set up. They paid him for it, and he's going to be in protective custody, like Blood Moon said. But if they try to run with this, you're going to see that he snuck in there. He wasn't one of the guests.
There's no way for him to sneak in.
for what SAT prep something. He wasn't a guest for chess. He wasn't the plus one. They have people showing up at people's homes. Yes, I know.
So
This is
again,
non-important. It has-
you mentioned this before, that the prep for this, like if this thing was supposed to be at 6:00, they're probably their security there hours before he arrives. So it could be 3 hours, 4 hours before he arrives. So
but I'm
how
saying
did
they
he
probably would have
sneak
been
in?
a week ago. Like a week ago, they would have scanned the whole area. Like, isn't that how
No, they do it before he gets there.
No, but
So
I
they're
mean,
not
when
doing
they
it.
know,
They're not doing it a week before. No, they're doing it
They
hours
won't
before
do
he
that the
gets
week
there.
before to check out the
No.
whole area and see any
They
loopholes
might-
where somebody can get to do something.
They might survey. That's like a survey. They're not putting sentry points
Surveying
there
the
a week
area,
ahead.
surveying the area.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
they send people to survey, check this, check that. But then when you actually clear things, you're putting a guard there once you clear it, and they don't move.
Mhm.
So until after the president is gone. So that means if your prep is 3 hours, 4 hours ahead of time. So if he starts at 6, that's 4 hours ahead of time that there are guards there, that they're clearing stuff. So how does he sneak in? He's in, there's no way. That means somebody has either let him in when they're not supposed to, because it's an inside job type of thing, or they're derelicting their duties. So which one is it? So and then I said there's 3 or 4 layers. So even if you get past me, then you got to get past some other people. Like, come on, no.
And they have a list of who's the guests that are supposed to be there, and they make sure that the person that's named on the list is the person that actually showed up. And if somebody doesn't show up, they take note of that. Because if they're expecting, let's say, 50 people, only 48 showed up. I don't know.
Absolutely, they even know who I am if I'm the guard, right?
And again, this is the untrained eye. Mm-hmm.
They know who I am if I'm one of the defenders, right? They know who I am, so they know everybody.
Correct.
Right. So come on, there's no way. That, like, how do they know I'm not going to do it, right? Like it could be an inside job. Somebody in the military tries it.
Because everybody needs clearance, right? You have to clear everything.
Yes. Yeah, everybody on that base has their clearance.
Gotcha. But even the guests, I'm saying, the waiters, the cooks, the maids,
they don't need a clearance.
whoever.
They don't need a clearance. They just have to have permission to work there. They just have to have permission.
But they don't have to clear them to make sure they're not somebody crazy who might want to do something like that. Like, they're gonna know.
They might do a background check, but they don't need a clearance, right?
Gotcha.
Clearance is something different. A clearance is something it's like paperwork. Background check is
okay. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Roy Chess. That's very informative. You definitely added more than what I would have thought of to this stream. But so Blood Moon says it's the Democrats. She's Team Trump all the way. She's the MAGA She's a MAGA princess. Said the Trump could do no wrong, and God forbid he's faking it. She thinks, and Fulana, forget it. He's the devil. He is guilty of everything they're accusing him of. Well, she said, this is giving me new Tyson fights. So I like the older ones with Tyson. Yes, that's why I used to watch him, Fulana, because I knew people was like, how you watch boxing? I said, because Tyson didn't go more than 2 rounds. I mean, my attention span wouldn't go any further than that. I hated when he fought, what's the guy that he bit his ear?
Evander Holyfield.
What's the name of the boxer? The one that Tyson bit his ear. I was upset because they went to
Evander
round
Holyfield.
Like 10 Evander Holyfield. I was upset about that.
He was
so
cheating.
Upset.
Holyfield was cheating. That's why he bit him.
Oh, okay. I don't even like Trump, but conspiracy theories are not real. Blood Moon, they are real. Ghosts are real. Spirits are real. Demons are real. All this shit is real, Blood Moon.
Santa Claus. The Easter
Santa
Bunny.
Claus is real. The Easter Bunny. All that shit is real. I need to see proof. Yo sé, San Tomás tiene que ver para creer.
Don't you
He's
get?
like
Don't you get Easter eggs?
Believe it.
Don't you get Easter eggs on Easter?
Used to. I missed that.
How does the Easter Bunny get in your house, though?
What did I name besides you? What did I name? Irby, talk to me. I don't know. like I said before, every week is something, Roy Chess. So next week it'll be something new. Maybe this is just Melania's BFF, is about to spill the beans. Maybe this is another distraction. We have a whole bunch of distractions going on. So we don't know what's going on. Haha, Irby, your view is my view. Wah wah. Hold up. Let me play Fulana and Irby's video. Have you seen it, Roy Chess? Let me play their video.
No.
This is Irby and Fulana.
Turn the TV down. Get this stuff up off this floor. Fix your face. You hungry? Put some clothes on. They're gonna run to Popeyes real quick. And them shoes, the shoes you were showing me last week, show me how to get on the internet so I can get them for you. You heard what I said? Fix your face if I give you a reason to look like that. Now get up and put your clothes on. Get that stuff up off this floor. Turn the TV down. Get this stuff up off this floor. Fix your face. You hungry? Put some clothes on. They're gonna run to Popeyes real quick. And them shoes, the shoes you were showing me last week, show me how to get on the internet so I can get them for you.
Sound like a sugar mama buying them shoes.
It keeps messing up, Roy Chess. Yeah, that's the cougar, with her little young boy. That's Fulana and Irby. Fulana's the cougar, and she's gonna buy Irby some. She's gonna buy Irby some Air Force Ones or something.
Well, you gotta do
Lobo said, "I want to see
face.
the older woman." And
All you gotta do
Fulana
is
said, "I
fix his
picture her
face.
big and nasty." She's as young as him. It was just a skip. Yeah, I don't know. Since I'm talking about Trump and his situation, this is getting worse. I couldn't upload none of those videos, but yeah, every time those two start going at it, Roy Chess, I play that video. The cougar and her little boy toy. That's the point, Roy Chess. She buys him stuff and controls him. Yeah, he said they're playing his PlayStation. She gonna buy him Popeye. She ain't gotta get him a real dinner. She just buy him a Happy Meal, He'd be good to go. A Happy Meal, PlayStation, and some sneakers. That's the boy toy starter pack.
You don't have to pay any bills.
No bills.
Where's Lord at? Lord would love that.
Oh no, he he said pogs. What do you call them Eastern European women? He don't want no black woman. He want a white woman. He don't want no Popeyes. He wants some goulash or some shit. I don't know. What all the people saying, "I want you, Lord. Come here, Lord." Roy Chess, you take me for the type that want them little Asian demure chicks. Me love you long time. Oh, we love you long time.
Me? No.
And Blood Moon wants the Hispanic version of that guy you saw there, because she wants to dominate him too. I don't know if she wants to buy him stuff, but she wants to control his ass. She said, "Don't worry, Titi. I will find a video for you in the near future." I bet you will. You better be nice. I made you look good with this video.
Blood Moon wants a guy that talks more. He was just shaking his head in that video. Didn't say much.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That was cute though. She's cute. That was cute. But yeah, so Roy Chess, I'm gonna shut this down because what time is it? It is
almost
10:36 my time.
Okay.
Yeah, for you guys it's almost 12. For me, it's almost 11. Usually, I go if I am gonna do a stream, I do it on a Saturday where I don't have to worry about the next day. But I just really wanted to talk about this while it was still fresh. Because with Trump, you never know by Thursday. Huh?
Yeah, it shocked me that you were today's not Saturday. What's today? I'm thinking today. What's today? She's going live. I thought you were gonna put up a short or something.
Exactly. No. And I wanted to talk about this while it was fresh, because I'm sure by Thursday we're gonna hear something else. There's gonna be some other news out, that's gonna overpower this,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, I was second guessing when I saw this. Like, this is a short. Now it says live. Is it live? Really? Like, no way. No way. It's not
I wish I
Saturday.
could just go live spontaneously like this. I wish I could do that. But I just wanted to talk about this, Roy. So I appreciate you for
thank you
putting on a panel and giving us some insight. Of course, anytime, Roy Chesson, thank you for giving us insight on how this would be prepped up anyway, because I didn't even think about that. Like, it's not just Secret Service, So.
Yeah, they make it look like it's just 12 guys or 6 guys around him, and
exactly.
They go where he goes. No, it's hours of prep that goes into this. Wherever he goes, there's hours of prep that go into it.
Right.
So the guy who shot him in the ear, there's no way he could have been sitting there for like 4 to 6 hours and nobody noticed him.
Chilling on a roof, right? Just chilling on a roof, waiting.
Yeah, like they would have searched the roof. They would have searched all the points where you have a straight line of sight to the president or any dignitary that they're protecting. They're gonna cover, right? So you would have to be there for hours, and nobody saw you. And even then, it's still an inside job because there's no way that could happen. Somebody, I would have to let the guy do it, right? Like me and him would have to be in cahoots, kind of, So that's the only way that would happen.
Well,
so thank you for having me.
Out. They said they definitely charged them. Thank you so much, Roy Chess. Hopefully, I'll see you Saturday if I decide to go live Saturday.
Yes. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you, everyone. This was short and sweet. And, I'm going to make Blood Moon call me Titi Juju. Just call me Titi. But yeah, so we got to talk about this, and, Trump has to do better because the little people don't believe him. I mean, I'm not any type of expert, never. I'm not any type of expert, and I didn't believe it. I knew it was staged again. I knew it's just too neat. Everything he does is too neat. He puts a little pretty bow on it. The cops wrap things up real fast, and boop, it's done, over with, and we're on to the next thing. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully I'll go live again next week. But if not, I'll see you when I see you. Thank you, Irby, Blood Moon, Fulana, Don Armando, Roy Chess, Jose, Daniel Berry, and I think, Tony Hernandez, and I think that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. Have a good evening. Now I can say good night, right? Have a good evening, people.